Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me, and as you can see, this is a beautiful Sunday morning, about to be afternoon. It is 80 degrees, and what better way to go out and shoot some videos, and buy a Mother's Day gift before I forget about doing that. I might get in trouble. So we're gonna keep this video short, just like a woman's bikini, long enough to cover the subject, but short enough to keep it interesting. So with that said, oh boy, it's hot out here. It's about 85 degrees right now, and I'm sweating. I'm not acclimatized to this. But anyway, something that you guys have been asking me to do is show you my techniques on exactly how to launch your WRX or STI without grenading your driveline transmission or even your motor mounts. So just a backstory. Now, when I had my WRX, I launched that thing hundreds of times, as much as I think it was about 25 to 30 times in one day at an autocross just for the hell of it. But anyways, so there's certain techniques that I want to show you that will help prevent you from grenading your total driveline or your engine mounts, like I said earlier. Now, one thing I don't recommend you guys doing is simply just dumping the clutch. Now, that shocks your drivetrain in ways you can't even imagine, but I'm going to show you some techniques on how I do it, so keep in mind. Now, I've had success in using this technique. Very good 60-foot times as far as a drag strip. The last time we went to the drag strip was, I don't know, about a couple years ago when Casey blew up his engine. So I think I had about 1.6 or 1.7 60-foot times. I can't remember. I'm looking for the time slip just so I can show you guys right now. But anyways, without further ado, let's go on the road, take you guys on a POV, maybe even do some 0-60 runs if we have time, because I still need to go buy some Mother's Day stuff. Okay, so here we are under the car, and you're probably asking, what the hell am I doing under the car in a 0-60 video? Well, one thing that I want all of you to check, especially if you own a late model Subaru 18, 19, or 20, is to check your motor mounts. Now, this is just a 14 millimeter. Now, these have been known, or these nuts have been known to fall off only because they were loose from the factory. Now, you don't want this to come loose. Now, this is the nut for your motor mount. Otherwise, if not, when you do launch your car, you're gonna get the sound of a lifetime. It's gonna sound really loud, and it's gonna scare the hell out of you. Trust me. Just take the 5 minutes, take off your under panel, and check this. It's only a 14 miller. Make sure that it's tight. So I just got the panel off, and I'm going to check mine to see if it is loose. I only got one hand, and let's check this out. Oh yeah, it's loose. Really loose. Thank God. So I'm just going to tighten this up. I don't know what the torque values are on the motor mount, but I'm just going to give it a good tightening, and I'm going to check the other one. But just food for thought, make sure you check your motor mounts, make sure that the nut is not missing, or just make sure that it is tight. All right, that was weird. GoPro stopped recording for some reason. But yeah, new angle. It looks good on the screen. I don't know how it's going to look once I get the video edited. How does it sound? I don't know. Do I need to use my external mic, or does this sound just fine to you guys? I don't know. I can't really tell, so we're going to give the car a little good old warm start. Here we go. Yes, sounding great. I gotta get rid of that secondary air pump. Here he goes. Everything's just going off. It's crazy. Look how loud this is. So I don't know if you guys can see, but check that out. 17,000 miles so far. I am working from home, so I haven't been driving the car very much, but I still managed to put an extra 600 miles on the car for some reason. I do have a lot of updates when it comes to the engine STI project build, whatever you want to call it, but we'll do that in another video. I don't know, maybe in this video, I don't know, we're not sure yet. So yeah, it's about 3 o'clock. I was supposed to be done with this about 3 hours ago, but I got caught up with the kids and cleaning up, and I just mowed the grass too. All right, so we have a little bit of warmth in the engine, and let's get this going. I'm really excited how this footage is going to turn out. I'm not really big on GoPro footage as far as the quality, but you know, a lot of YouTubers have had great success with, let's turn on the air conditioner, it's getting hot. It's 84 degrees. I know that might not be hot for some of you guys out there, but for me, I live in the Seattle area, so 84 degrees is pretty warm to us. Keep in mind, I used to live in the desert in Southern California, so 84 degrees when I lived down there was really not all that much. Now, I don't like the typical head straps on GoPros only because it's just way too high. This, you know, feels like you guys are actually driving the car. This is a much better, I don't know, much better POV experience for you guys, in my opinion. My GoPro keeps stopping. I don't know why. It stops recording just just randomly, and I don't know what's going on with it. I think I need a new, faster SD card in this GoPro because it is shooting in 4K. That's right. So now, update on the Project STI build. Now, I've mentioned this earlier in the last video that there is going to be some manufacturing delays that are going to be out of my control. So you guys know what's going on in the world. Yes, it is a real thing. Now, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So as far as the motor build, probably delays on that. The turbo, it looks like we're probably not going to get the turbo that I wanted to get. So we're going to have to go smaller. Now, the turbo I really want to get is, a precision turbo, but that's just way out of my budget right now, only because, I got some interesting news the other day about my job, and it's not looking good. So, I have to be realistic and watch my money a lot closer than I was before this whole build started, and before I heard some bad news, or actually it's just rumors for right now, but we will see how that goes. So with that said, we might be backing off just a little bit on the engine build as far as horsepower goes, but I am looking only to get enough power that I feel is appropriate for what I want to go with and what I think the chassis is good for. Now, this is not just going to be a straight up drag racing straight line only project, so there's a lot of events I want to take the car onto, and like I said in my last video, we are going racing, that is for sure. We're going to go on all types of racing, road trips, rallies if I can find one that's affordable, but we will be doing all that. One thing that I said last year that I wanted to do on the channel was take the show more on the road instead of just showing you guys stuff in my garage. Yes, but unfortunately coronavirus, you guys know that happened, and my plans for taking the show on the road a little bit more, well, kind of got put on the back burner, but that's out of my control, but things are going to happen. Now, truth be told, you guys might think I abuse this engine all the time. Well, that is not true. I don't really abuse the engine all that much, to be honest with you. I just drive it normally, and I know a lot of Subaru owners do. They're always romping on their cars all the time, boosting every chance that they get. But, different, for me, I am a little older. I have a little bit more mechanical sympathy when it comes to cars, and yeah, so I just drive it normally. Most of the times that you guys see me romping on the car, I have done it on camera. So if you think about it, that really isn't all that much in comparison to the rest of the Subaru owners, or owners who own an STI in the world. So I was holding off on this video only because I am on a stock clutch, but now since I have a replacement clutch, oh well, it is what it is. The clutch is getting replaced anyway, so let's just go ahead and just do this. All right, so let's check this out. Launch control, what do we have it set at? So let's check this out. Tune, adjustments. We're gonna set the launch control a little bit low. So we are on a street right now, and there's probably particles on the road right now, so we're not gonna set it too high. So launch control is set at 47, which is good enough. We'll just leave it there for now. Now, if I were on a stickier surface, I might set it just a little bit higher. So first thing you want to do, you want to turn off traction control. Now, if you guys are new, you guys have probably done this before and probably tried to launch your car with traction control on. So just hold the traction control button and you just see a little off symbol right there. So first thing I gotta do, first gear, e-brake up. So I'm gonna step on the gas, let out the clutch just a little bit. Flat foot shift, there we go. Wow, that never happened. Missing third. Wow, that's weird. Locked out in third gear. That never happened before. Actually, it's happened once, not gonna lie. So, I don't know, I got locked out of third gear. So, to be honest with you, I really don't like launching this car, only because it's so hard on the driveline, even with my methods. Let's try to do a 0 to 60. It's just too many cars on the road right now for me to get a nice clean run, to be honest with you. We'll try it right here. Let's see if we can get a good 0 to 60 run. A little uphill, but it's okay. Let's see what, oh shit, some bumps right there. 4.5. So let's see, 4.5. I know that was not a very clean run, not a very clean launch, but yeah, it's just that I'm not gonna do anymore. That's good enough. That was kind of nasty, but it is what it is. Yeah, so 4.5, 0 to 60, according to the access port. Now, I know this thing isn't the most accurate thing in the world, but, you know, most of you guys have an access port, so you guys can, you know, compare your results with mine. So a lot of room for improvement on that launch, to be honest with you. That was wow, that was horrible. 2 seconds, 60 foot time. So it says 2.0. That was nasty. 2.0, yeah, 2.08 60 foot time. Which is horrible. Now, if you're on a drag strip, you want to be below a 2 second 60 foot time. Not too bad. Now, this is not a prep surface. This is just a regular road, so I don't expect, you know, 1.6 60 foot times on this road. Okay, guys, I totally lied, and I totally dropped the ball on this. I was in sport mode and not sport sharp. Yeah, another newbie mistake. I usually drive it in sport mode. I rarely put it in sport sharp unless, you know, some charger or truck tries to come up and try to race me. But yeah, we're gonna see if sport or sport sharp makes a difference in the 0 to 60 time. Now, we're talking about a difference between 15 and 20 PSI, so I don't expect the results to be that much different, but we will see. So let's go ahead and try this out. I really don't want to launch the car again. I really don't. But dang it. God, man. Just for you guys, I'll go ahead and do it again. I don't know if you guys can see my gauges. You know what? Let me put in sport sharp while I'm at it right now before I forget later on. Dang. I'm an idiot. All right, let's slow down. About right here. Let's try this one more time. All right, e-brake up. Oh, wow, much better. Okay, so still a crappy 60 foot time. It's a 2 second 60 foot time, 2.03, but this time our 0 to 60 is 4.1. Yes, 4.1, 0 to 60 time. Not too bad in my honest opinion. Let me just show you. Let me take this off. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, pretty much the same method as last time. The only difference is sport and sport sharp. So there you go. Ethanol content right now is at 77. Let's go ahead and check that out. Yeah, 77.7 is our ethanol content right now. So there it is, 0 to 60 run, sport sharp. I have a huge announcement, a big project I've been working on, I don't know, for the past few weeks, months, I don't know how long now, but it really, really means a lot to me, and that's the reason why for me not posting a lot of videos, and I think this is something that can relate to everybody, and I will be making that announcement within the next, I don't know, few weeks or so. But anyways, I appreciate your guys' support. You know, all this time on YouTube and all this work that I've been putting with very little, I really don't make a lot of money, to be honest with you. You guys really think I do, but I don't. But anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys once again. We'll talk to you guys later, and peace out, guys. Oh, by the way, let me know if this angle, GoPro angle, works or looks good or not. If it doesn't, then I will stop using it. But yeah, anyways, we're out. See you guys.
Bitch, I wanna party like Chris.